Good morning. Welcome back to the 18 Forge. Today's a maintenance day. My gas forge sitting down here beside me, over here off to the side of the coal forge. It's in bad shape. It's if I continue, it's not working properly to begin with, and if I continue to use it, I'm going to destroy it. So today we're going to try to tear that forge down, and hopefully I have enough refractory cement to reline it. I've already begun on one side a little bit to play around with it to see what I got to do. So the refractory's already gone on one side of it, but so we're going to go ahead and finish up taking it out. But I've seen where the forge is put together, so we're going to try to take it apart, maybe to make things a little easier to access and to clean up. First thing I got to do is clean off the coal from my coal forge and maybe cover that with something to keep all the refractory in one place, so it'll be easy to throw away instead of having it scattered all over the place. So anyway, let's get the forge cleaned off and the gas forge, or this forge, the coal forge, cleaned off and get things rolling. Lens is so wide angle, there's only so much I can get in the shot. But there's the forge. Hey, Squirmin. Got Squirmin out with me today to walk off a little weight and get some exercise and sniff around the forge. Let's see if I can bring you in here to look at this a little bit. See, this, like I said, this wide angle lens is killing me today. But so the burners detach right here, and I've had them off. Well, no, I've had these off recently, but I've been juicing those down with WD-40 to try to get them off. You see the edge here is burned up. I'm going to try to rebuild some of that. You can't see a thing because I shoot them low. But the edge here is eaten up. You see the inside there where I've already removed the refractory. The refractory is falling out of the top of it. See that? No, you don't. There. See that? So that's falling out. Squirmin sniffing around. But there are also these, on this Majestic forge, there are these two rods that hold the top on. I'm going to try to pop those out. I'm trying to get around to the back side so that you can see what I got going on back here. We've got a real problem here that's broken, burned through, rotted through, I guess you could say. This is gone pretty much as it is on the front. But that's what I got to start tearing into, and I'm going to get pictures on my phone so I know how it goes back together. I wish I could back it up some so y'all can see it all. Yeah, okay. You know, I said I put WD-40 on. It didn't work. That's a lot of heat pouring through that, and it's seized up. Probably need to replace this screw because it's already stripped a little bit. The head is already stripped. Yeah. We won't even do that on these other two. We'll just clamp them and twist them. Ouch. Or I might replace all of them. Most of the turning you see me doing now, I'm not actually turning the screw, I was slipping out of it. What are the chances? Slim to none. The rogue that you always hear in my videos is unfriendly to pets. So we like to keep a close eye on our pets. Okay. All right, these might stay in place for now. I'm wondering, this is 1/4 inch rod, I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to cut it. Let me bring you over here so you can see what in the world I'm talking about. So here's the rod of which I speak. Where's the pliers I brought out? Oh. Way too big for this job. But I don't know where my Leatherman is. Oh, it's gonna come out in pieces. Yay! I figured that. It's moving, I think. It's not even connected back here. It's broken loose. Move, doggy. Could be wrong. No, you've been working on it for a while. This one is not really here. So what's going on? It's on fire with. Only enough. I can continue to heat and beat and still not use this rod again, most likely. What are you doing, Squirman? Or I could take my angle grinder and cut this, in which case I still won't use the rod. Regardless, I'm not using these rods anymore. So yeah, I think I'll hit this with the angle grinder. Alright, let's see what that did for us, if anything. Did something. We're loose on that side. What's got me? What's got me? What's got me? Could even be the refractory inside, I don't know. Good grief. Oh no, I think I damaged the refractor. Give that dramatic look at the camera only to realize that the camera can't see you. It's holding me. Okay. Alright. I'm going to bring you around where you can see what's happening here. So the refractory is in the process of ejecting itself. So as far as the roof refractory, I'm not going to have a lot to worry about. Put my hearing protection up very quickly. Shoot. Hold up. A bucket to put it all in. So yeah, you can see where it was around the burners. This is more like kale wool than refractory, I believe. holding me. Let go. I can't figure out where I'm hung up, y'all. Oh, I get it. I get it. I'm going to need to cut here, cut that one. The two back ones have to still be cut. I'll get right back with you. So they're cut and ready to go. Says who? All right, now it looks like I'm going to have to cut this front one. I'm wasting time, so I gotta cut it. And finally, we'll take the top off of this thing. Ah! Okay, so yeah, we're wide open there. I'm thinking that's 16 gauge, maybe a little thicker, I don't know. Let me bring you up here and let you see what's inside here. So this is the inside of the forge. Doing this all over my head. Yeah, that side's already taken out, as I already showed you. Now, these are the remnants of fire brick that I put in here as sacrificial pieces. They are now one with the forge. They got to come out, but guess what? They're on top of fire brick that has a thin coating of refractory on it. So anyway, all that's got to come out. I'm actually wondering if I should get my respirator for that, since I know what it is now. As for the respirator, I probably should, to be honest. This isn't, I don't think, what we refer to as cancer blanket kale wool. It's more like a foam. And if you have any information on that foam, please let me know down in the comments. Tell me how foolish I am for not wearing the respirator or whatever. I'll take it. I'll take correction. I can't see what you see. I don't have the screen turned around. So that's what we got now. Flip this over. First of all, I'm going to lower it down here. You're not going to see this. All I'm doing is dumping junk out. So there are the fire bricks that I was talking about, and they're showing some wear, some breakage. All right, so. And I'm also going to stand corrected in that there is no kale wool or anything on the bottom of this. So yeah, there's that. But I have some fire brick to replace these with. Or I could lay a thin sheet of steel in the bottom of this and fill it up with refractory. I'll get back with you on what I'm going to do with that. But for now, that's normally saying I'm about to shut off the camera, I know, but not this time. What do I do with a hammer, everybody? I know y'all saw me put it down. Ah! Yeah, all this is liquefied fabric. Makes some there's some because flux, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the fabric. And see, there you go, fabric. Okay, forge is stripped down. Now I got a fire pot full of fire brick. Alright, so now that it's torn down, I've got some deciding to do. One, I just need to clean it up some. Take wire wheel to it, inside and out, I believe, and figure out where to go from there. Just a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 16 gauge steel. For that matter, now I'm wondering something dumb. Or not. I wonder if I could recreate this forge myself. What do y'all think? My welding skills, mechanical welder, just aren't the greatest, and y'all know that. But what we've got here is 2 pieces of steel here, and then the front and back are separate. Yeah. So you basically got 4 pieces of steel, and then these bars welded in here. Would it be more simpler, easier, all that stuff, if I remade this forge myself, or just reline this one? Making a new forge was not on my agenda, but as you see, we've got some damage here. This is going to have to be redone. This is going to have to be redone. On the back here, that's all going to have to be redone. Yeah, see that? Actually a good chance I could cut myself. So what I do, I keep playing with it without gloves. Don't do as I do, please. I'm thinking. If I do make this myself, there will have to be some supports added, such as these right here. Yeah, I'm about to. Let me do some thinking. I'll bring you back in a minute. So, I'm about to do something I don't really want to do, but I think is necessary. I'm going to rebuild the forge body. I'm trying to salvage these burners and reuse them, and maybe even the collars that are on them. By the end of it, I may decide to reuse the entire top of this forge. I don't know, but I have 16 gauge steel. My thinking is that I can redo this one, yes, and have it for what, a little while. Maybe reline it every 6 months or whatever, I don't know. Or I can have another one that is brand new that I build using this one as a template. So, there's that. And I'm hesitant to do it. You notice the hesitation in my voice. I'm not sure I want to do it, but I'm going to. Never succeed if you don't try, right? Yeah, there we go. Everything. Yeah. So the question now is, are these pieces of iron pipe screwed in place or are they shoved in there? I suspect they're put in there and held together. I don't know by the retained screw. We'll find out. Where's my phone? Hey, my phone. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Hey, is that screwed in, bud? Got loose? No, it's work. I'll get some of this. Burners. There's the one. Yeah. My wife called. She was on a walk at a break at work, and she says, "It's hot out here." And I said, "I have a nice breeze, and I'm in the shade." Now I'm getting hot. Serves me right, huh? See, the WD-40 soaking in did help. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm just going to put all that back together, and I guess I'm about to drag the 16 gauge steel in here and start cutting out the lower body on this. Even with safety glasses, sparks get around them sometimes. I just had a piece go right across my eye, right up my eye and hit my eyelid. I think it's time to change that. I even got a small shovel blank out of it. So I got to clean up these edges. I'll save that. But I got to clean up these edges. Very sharp. But what I'm also going to have to do is maybe measure up an inch and notch it in an inch so that I can make the folds and well, you know, make all the folds I need to make. Yeah, that's next. Well, let me clean it up first. I'm afraid I misspoke a while ago. I said that it needed to come an inch up and an inch in. No, it needs to come an inch up and an inch and a half in because I made this 3 inches longer than it needs to be. So there is my inch up. What do you know? I put it dead on an inch and a half. Never do that again. So is this going to work? I'm always second guessing exactly what I'm doing here. So sometimes I overthink it. Just slide down here where you can see what I'm doing. Sort of same thing I just did already, so you weren't missing much. Alright, so yeah, just zip on both sides there, and I got to do that twice. Well, 4 times total. I'll bring you back in once I got that cut. I don't have a break, so I have to do something. I don't know, y'all. We'll start riding on it. How do so we'll do. We'll help. Let's see how far we're doing. Hang, but we'll go there. How about I want you to make that straight up. I suppose. I guess it's work. You know, maybe I'm not very well. I need to get my that's not it. Now we go. Oh, let's go. There we are. Okay. No, well, it'll be something. Probably edit that out because you didn't. You know what? I do have a vise, so I can finish this up in the vise. Probably could have done the whole thing in the vise. Come on now. Not bad, but I think I need to use a combination of going over the anvil and to the vise. So we'll try that next. So after lunch, nap. Yes, nap. That was important. And a video or two. I'm back at it again. I've got the pieces actually turned upside down right here. The tabs are here. And I had to stop and think, why did I even put those tabs on? Well, that's because this, I'm wanting to bend it down and under. Okay, we're good. Nobody died. So anyway, now I'm figuring for the bottom, the bottom is going to be, okay, yeah, I got it good. The bottom is going to be 9 inches by 21 and a half. It's going to be as long as this was before I did all the bending, and I'll be doing bending on that one as well. So let me lay it out and get it marked off and cut. I'm telling you, I should leave the camera running at all times. I was filing off the burr, which still have a little bit of one there, to make sure I was safe, right? Well, I wasn't safe. Oh boy. So I said I need 21 and a half inches, right? There's a bin in the wrong place. I just got back to the cameras. Yeah, I'm not sure. You'll make it. Here. Mosquitoes getting on my nerves. It's out for blood, y'all. Okay, so they don't exactly fit, and it has to do with the way I bent them. This would actually go on this side. Wait a minute. That's because it's not bent yet. So the idea is for this piece to bend under. So I'm going to go ahead and bend these two, the ends on this, the bottom, up, and you won't worry about the sides again. So I didn't allow for something. It doesn't fit there. I measured exactly or something. I should have measured the bottom here a little less than the top. You're not going to be able to see this, but so that doesn't fit either side. This won't fit either side. So if I had it to do over again, and I don't, I mean I could, but it's a big waste by this point, I'd make the bottom first and then measure to it. I think that would have been a better plan to begin with. But what I want to do, I'm just going to straighten out the flanges, or the whatever these side pieces are called, the sides, yeah. And I'm just going to straighten them out, and I'm going to trim a little bit inside here. Come over here where you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to trim just a little bit inside there, and then rebend everything, and see what I come up with then. All right, so here's today's work. Nothing's attached yet. So what I'm going to want to do is, wow, that's, I'll do some teasing with a hammer, yeah, to get this down to about 9 inches where I want it. So this is what I've gotten done today. I could have got a lot more done. I had a nap not overtaking me. Yeah, that's my excuse. I didn't mean to take a nap. It took me. But yeah, tomorrow I think I'll do a little bit of tack welding on it. Well, first of all, I want to weld some pieces inside here. I don't know that it needs to be more rigid, but if I weld that in, it'll help hold the refractory cement. The other one didn't. It had the, well, you saw what it had, and there was nothing to hold it in, and that was a problem with the top of it. It was all collapsing. The rest of it held up pretty good, to be honest with you, but the top was collapsing. Then of course that brick melted in it. So yeah, we're going to get some refractory cement, or get some bars in here to hold it in place, and it may help rigidize everything. And then I'll do some tack welding on the sides, get everything squared up, and I guess I am going to weld this thing together. I think. Y'all get to laugh at that anyway. I might go to a friend of mine who's a welder. Nah, where's the fun in that? I gotta learn, don't I? Anyway, Mrs. Ichthian Forge and Matthew are headed home from work today, and I'm gonna go in the house and enjoy some time with them. We'll catch you first thing in the morning.